Hey, what's up everyone? It's Justin here and welcome to the first new video of the new year. So this is going to be a What's on my Android episode and I'm going to be doing it on my Nexus 5X. So I haven't actually done a What's on my Android episode before. I have done one for my iPhone and I plan to do an updated one very soon as well, as you guys seem to express some interest in that over on Twitter. And I will also be doing one on my Macs and just the general applications I use for school as well as producing these videos. I chose the Nexus 5X as that is the current Android smartphone I'm using the most lately, and as you may know, I review a ton of Android smartphones and smartphones in general, so I definitely switch around a lot, but right now the Nexus 5X is my choice. I recently did do a review on this, and the reason why I like it is because the form factor is great and the stock Android experience has been pretty nice as of late. I do like to use the Nexus 5X without a case though, and that is because I really appreciate the design of the smartphone. But of course the white eggshell kind of texture does get quite dirty with smudges, so I've decided to put a DBrand skin on it, which is white and retains a nice original look of the smartphone. And if you would like to get one for yourself, be sure to check the link in the description below. So without further ado, let's check out what's on my Nexus 5X. So I'm almost afraid to tell you that this might be a little bit boring, because as a techie you would probably expect me to have a lot of apps here and there, but to be honest, on my Android smartphones I tend to keep things pretty simple and really stock. I don't apply any third-party launchers or any keyboards, as I feel any launchers will kind of hinder the performance of the device, and I like to use things the way that they were meant to. Like I said, the Android is not my daily driver. I do use an iPhone and tend to just take an Android device around as a backup, so I really only have exactly what I would need on it and nothing much more. On the top you do have my social apps including Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram, and below that you have some of my newsfeed apps such as Reddit and Flipboard, which is my choice. I've used Flipboard for years and I've really liked the way that it has developed, and in between that you've also got Amazon and eBay as well. Some Android exclusive apps that I prefer over the versions on iOS are the Wi-Fi Analyzer, which is also something I've been using for quite a while now. And I think it is the best way to test routers for their range and signal from a given device. It has a whole range of features and customizability that a lot of which I don't understand, but for the most part I do use the channel graph to see the routers that are nearby and which network will give me the best signal from a given location. It also analyzes the channel to figure out which one is least busy. On my iPhone and iOS devices I like to use the Deliveries app called Deliveries, but on Android the weapon of choice is Package Buddy, and I find it works pretty well. It has a ton of customizability, and although it isn't as good as Deliveries, it still gets the job done and allows me to track my packages very easily. Next up is an app that I use a lot as well, and that is the Lifx app that allows me to control the light bulbs in the office with the touch of a button. I can change the color from my smartphone, from my iPad, my iPhone, and with the sets that are very easily created, I can control all 15 lights that are in the office at once. Lately I've been a huge fan of ViscoCam, and I can just go in there, put a photo in, and play around with it. There's a whole bunch of ways you can improve your photo. I'm trying to get better at it, but the Instagram pictures you have seen lately were edited on ViscoCam. In addition to that, you may also notice that I don't really sort my apps in any special way. I'm not a big folders guy. I like to see the icons and kind of configure my app as to where I naturally feel the app should be. I know that sounds pretty strange, but you'll also find stuff like a currency converter since I live in Canada, and of course the YouTube Creator app where I could track you guys' comments and try to reply to as many as possible. You've also got the YouTube app for watching videos, so I don't think I have to go into that, but there's also the Gmail app, which is the email app that I use. I haven't really gone with any third-party things. I just want to use the default Gmail app, and although it isn't perfect, it works good enough for replying and checking emails on different accounts. But you may also notice I'm not a gamer at all. I don't have any smartphone games on here, and I just haven't really found one that I really like. But other than that, this has just been a What's on my Android video and some of the applications that I use, which are mostly for utility. I will also be doing an episode on my computers as well as my iPhone, which is my daily driver, and there are many more apps on that. But I hope you guys still enjoyed this quick little video, and I'll see you all in the next one.